Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. And today we're gonna talk about different shapes of the bottles of wine, and do they indicate you anything? What's the difference? And are they indicate you any quality of wine or particular style of wine? All right. So if you're interested, please welcome further. Okay, so my name is Pavel Paska, that's my wine channel. If you've been here before, so you saw different decoration, I hope you like this one, full of wine. And as you can see, plenty of different shapes. For real, you can find the most funky shapes for bottles of wine that you can get out there. But actually, the most common are around 12. The one that you're gonna see almost everywhere, that's 6 of them, and the one that you saw for sure, that's gonna be 3 shapes that you for sure saw somewhere. And let's start from the 2 most important, or the 2 most common. So Bordeaux and Burgundy. We've got Saint-Emilion, Bordeaux, and Burgundy, generic appellation. 2 different shapes for sure you saw somewhere. And what do they indicate? Basically, the shapes are different because the way how they were producing in those regions was the easiest way for them to do the bottle, and that's why the shape is like this. Another thing, after producing the wine, you got lots of bottles of wine, and then you need to storage them to use as less space as possible. So those shapes help to store them laying down like this, and then bottle over bottle, and you make a wall basically. So that will be also the shape of the bottle. Why is this way? Another thing, that's the most common Bordeaux shape, the secondary use of this shape of the bottle, because Bordeaux wines, they age very well, they often are aged for long, and after that they produce lots of sediment. So they're the little pieces that you can see at the end of the bottle of wine, and basically those you don't want in your glass, or you don't want in your decanter. So while you're pouring the wine to the decanter or to your glass, this part acts like a trap for all the sediment. So some of the sediment you can capture over here much easier than in other bottles. That's basically why this shape. Burgundy bottles. So Burgundy bottles, this shape, straight and then very smoothly goes to the neck. So in Burgundy you produce mainly Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and in Pinot Noir doesn't create much of sediment, or if actually at all. So you don't need this sides. The bottle stores very well as well, and that was basically the easy traditional way of producing bottles of wine when they start to produce them. So that's why it was kept. And because France is huge wine producer and influence on wine for ages, so those bottles are kept, and for the traditional reason they used in different parts of the world. Another bottle that you for sure met somewhere, so it's champagne bottle. So champagne bottle can be more bubbly or not, the shape is maybe not that important, but the way how it's built, it's much heavier, the glass is much thicker, and the reason for that is because of the pressure, the gas in champagne or any sparkling wine, for in this case, the pressure usually is gonna be 3 to 4 times the pressure that you can find in your tires in your car. So basically it explodes the bottle. That's one of the theories how they discover champagne. So basically to prevent the bottle from exploding and wasting all the wine, the bottle is going to be much thicker and much heavier. And also the cork, the funky one that looks like a mushroom, needs to be installed a little bit different, so you got this part a little bit thicker and the neck looks slightly different, but that's the main reason for the different shape. All right, one bottle that you can find very often as well, looks quite different, so that's Riesling Mosel German style bottle of wine. So a little bit thinner and goes to the neck a little bit, is much longer in general, and much thinner in general. That's traditional shape for wines from Mosel in Germany. Because of that, mostly Riesling. The main reason is traditional here. Okay, another type of bottle that you can see very often is port, or bottles from Porto. Looks similar to the bottles from Bordeaux, but then you got little bit thicker neck. There is little bulb on the neck. Probably see that, but you can see that better right now. The same idea as with Bordeaux wines, because those wines are usually aged for longer, or they introduce much more sediment. You want to keep the sediment in the bottle, so this part and this part acts like a trap for the sediment. Okay, so now, do the shape of the bottle indicate you anything? Quality of wine? Not at all. Doesn't indicate any quality. What can indicate it's style of wine that is made. So might be that the producer of wine tried to communicate to you that his wine is gonna be a little bit more in a style of Bordeaux wine, or more Burgundy style of wine, heavier or lighter. So for example, we've got here Priorat, and then the bottle is more shaped as a Bordeaux wine, so might be that the producer tried to indicate that this wine is going to be similar in style to Bordeaux wine, so a little bit heavier, a little bit more structure, more concentration, higher tannins. We got another where is another Priora? Oh, here. Or we've got another Priora, which is in Burgundy style of bottle, and in this case might be that the producer tried to indicate us that this style of wine is going to be more similar to Burgundy, so lighter, more fruity, maybe lighter tannins, maybe more easy drinking. That would be the idea, but not necessarily in this wine, especially not in this one. For example, you got two Riojas, one and another one, and basically you will have to try them. The bottle doesn't indicate nothing over here. That could be an idea, but not necessarily. It's like with humans, you don't judge the book by the cover, so the same with the bottles. But of course it can indicate you an idea of what is going to be the wine. So for example, like if we go for the German Riesling Mosel style of bottle, could indicate you that if the wine is made in maybe different country or different grape variety, but is in a style of Riesling, it's more on the fruity side, it's more floral, it's going to be good acidity. That's what could be an idea. It might indicate you a certain sweetness in the wine. So basically, because of the Rieslings, there's a lot of sweet style of Rieslings which are very famous. So like in this example, we've got Bischofgoschow, that's actually sweet cider, so not wine, well, depends where you live. So sweet style of beverage in a bottle shaped and similar to Beerenauslese or Trockenbeerenauslese, very similar style of bottle. So that could indicate you that this is sweet wine just by looking at the bottle, right? The most important, just try the wine or talk to the person who sells you the wine. So I hope I answer any question you had. If you have some more questions, please leave a comment. I'm going to answer for sure. And hope you like it. If yes, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. See you to the next one. drink your wine and enjoy your wine. Doesn't matter of the shape of the bottle. See you. Have a nice day. Bye.